try to shoot the drummer, but I missed and shot him in the ear. Oh no, oh. I tried to shoot the drummer, but I missed and shot him in the ear. Oh no, oh. Yeah, all around in my hometown, they're trying to track me down. Yeah, they said they couldn't stand on the slope safely. I just climbed right up. Nobody stopped me. Nobody chased me. Nobody cared that I carried a weapon. Aim for the head, but it turned at the last second. Oh, now, oh. I tried to shoot the donut, but I missed and shot him in the. I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. Bitch, wanna step to me. If you wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama. Yeah, I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
Transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
Like a llama. I whip that beat out like Michael Obama.
We already had it with
I got that
Obama. So
energy.
let's just calm down.
Nobody wanna step to me.
No.
And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whip that ass like Michael Obama. I'm a girl, 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 I'm a girl work that out like Michael Obama. I got that big, big energy. Ain't nobody wanna step at me. If you really wanna bring that drama, I whip that ass like Michael Obama. Ain't got that clip, bitch. Hung like a llama. I whip that dick out.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing who our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, misfits, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, misfits, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up yourself and your Sunday night self. How are you guys today?
I'm a little shot in the head today. I don't know what I'm feeling today.
I'm business on the top.
Yeah, I'm shot all the
blanket
time.
on the bottom. Like, I'm dressed nice, but then I was cold when I came in here and I was like, F this noise. I need to put a blanket around myself. It's a little chilly in Florida. don't want to tell Abbie
Look,
how.
little,
I don't want to
little
tell her
bit.
what my chili is.
Well, I'm hot right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Whoop,
you
whoop.
Oh,
are.
thank you. No, I'm not used to having my thermostat this high. It's kind of nice. It's nice to control my own thermostat.
Heck
Right?
yeah. Controlling your own thermostat. That's a big deal. Abbie's coming to us live from her new digs for the
Mhm.
first time. So congratulations, Abbie.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a big achievement. Everybody, until you've done it all by yourself, and everybody might have moved with other people before, but all of the things, not just the packing and the moving and the getting the cable and the electricity and the things and everything in your name and the tedious and the cleaning and making sure and you think it's everything's done. And then right when you get in, you're not done and you think you're prepared. And then you're like, I don't have shower rings. I don't have
Yeah,
a fuck. I
Mhm.
forgot to buy a
all the
plunger.
things.
This is a nightmare. It's like whatever the things are to get it all done that you're like, okay, you might not be even close to where like this feels like home yet, but you're like, I'm the chapter of the last page. It might not, it has turned and it's a
It
big
has
deal.
turned. It's awesome. That's what like driving the moving truck because that I've moved so many times. I'd move like every 2 years in my adult life. So um like this time
Not
driving the moving truck, like getting it all freaking packed in there, doing it myself, I was like I freaking cried, but I wasn't like sad. I was like crying because I was so freaking proud of myself.
It's annoying, honestly. I don't know how many times I moved during my childhood, but a lot. A lot. And finally, that's it. I'm not moving for a minute. Got a house, putting some roots in finally in Florida, which I like. And yeah, but the stress of moving is like no other, especially if you do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I kinda like the idea of, like, not having, like, a place, like, a certain place, though, and just kinda, like, have the gypsy vibes and, like, be a roamer and just, like,
When I'm done moving,
go
that's
place
what
to
I'd like
place
to
wherever
do.
the wind
Yeah,
takes
I'd
you.
like to just have a suitcase.
Yeah. I'd
Go
love to be that
Airbnb it
way,
all the
just, like,
time.
fucking just
I like both.
mhm.
I like the
True.
idea of both.
Having
Yeah,
a
like
Yeah.
place.
having your place that's yours if you ever want it, and then the freedom of being able to travel wherever you wanna go. 'Cause
Yeah,
sometimes at, like, the
Yeah.
staycation, dreamy. I'm okay with sometimes just
Yeah.
being in my house around my things or my people.
I like all my new things.
Mhm.
But I'm lucky because if I'm at a staycation, then I get to come on here and hang out with all of you guys in our awesome chat. So it's, like, not
Mhm.
quite the same. Not quite the same.
I love our
I know we
chat.
do have an awesome
I
chat, which
fucking
shout out to everyone. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe if you're finding us on Rumble or YouTube, the Secret Society of Good Guys channel or Project Chaney channel, which does have the coolest chat in the whole entire world on YouTube, or my new favorite place to hang out as far as social media platforms go over on X. So yeah.
Yeah, that's been, like, my app recently. Like, I was addicted to fucking TikTok and Instagram and sharing my algorithm. Now I'm just like, what coin is that? What's going on in the crypto world? I don't know. What's going on with Big? Big dropped the new ETH. Oh my god. I mean Ethereum coin. Like, it's just like nonstop on fucking X, and I'm just like, what is going on? There's like barely any pictures, barely any videos, but a lot of fucking information that you don't see on Instagram or TikTok, which I kind of like as well.
I've there's
It's like a
tons
whole
of
other space.
videos. I feel like it has everything all
Yeah,
the other apps have. It's just not video after video after video after video. It's like
Yeah,
just not
yeah.
simultaneous. Like
There's a lot of more information, like written information by actual minds and people, like thoughts of whatever's going on, which I
it's
like
we're
reading
always
journals.
everybody's always in trouble and algorithms are always, whatever. We're always battling like these computer agents of truth so we can speak whatever we think is some ideology of freedom of speech online. But as far as it goes right now, I appreciate X. I feel like for being silenced as many years as it was, I can say the things that I have been silenced for. show, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, I had less problems under Jack Dorsey. I could just say what I wanted under Jack Dorsey." I didn't. I don't know who those people
No.
are. I was kind of
Yeah, no.
told, "You're never allowed to come back to Twitter again."
Yep. Yep. And you know what's crazy? I can't believe they're actually banning fucking TikTok. Like, they're actually gonna fucking take it down. They're gonna black it out. And, it's not because of it's an app or anything, like, I could give 2 shits that it's an app, but it's like you're banning a media source where people can actually fucking make money, which they are. They're taking livelihoods away from people, which is fucking annoying and right. They're taking our ability to share the news with each other, and that was a major tool of how we learned a lot of the shit that's going on in this realm right now because of TikTok. At least for me, like I'm seeing all the different sides and people recording. It's like each person is their own news station reporting the news or reporting some kind of celebrity trend or whatever the case may be, a cooking trend. But yeah, they're banning it apparently. TikTok said like themselves, like you will no longer be able to use it. I think the 19th,
I
if I'm
mean,
not
all
mistaken.
the other, we know everything's spying on us, but maybe
Yeah.
it was whatever the China algorithm was also doing to us. Like, it wasn't what we were finding, it was what they were pushing. Almost kind of like how people are like, "Oh, porn sites are getting banned in certain states, and we should have the freedom to look up whatever porn we want to." You do still. It's just certain sites are getting banned because those sites are doing nefarious stuff, like, with your information. And then,
When
like,
did they do that?
what? Like, porn getting
Uh-huh.
banned?
Yeah.
I think YouPorn's banned in Florida. Or whatever you porn I don't know
What?
what porn sites are.
It was like recent. It was like not recent this year, but I mean recent the past couple
What?
years. They did it like it was happening in quite a few states, I think.
Since when? Hold up. When the fuck? Hold on. Let me check my phone real quick.
I
You say
feel like it was like
you
in
say
the early
porn?
days of the Project Chaney Telegram. I feel like
What's
we
the
talked
famous
about it
one?
then.
Porn. Let's check Pornhub.
I think
Pornhub.
that's what one it is. YouPorn. Is that a real one, YouPorn? I don't really wanna sound naive when I say it, but I'm just not a
No
porn gal. Not that
more
I haven't
titties,
seen
no
porn
more
or looked
ass,
up
no
porn.
more dick, no more pussy. Oh my god. Well, times are changing.
Well, you can still
Mm.
find porn. It's just you have to sign up to sites.
What the fuck? Yo, what I don't know what's going on, yo. Whatever. Do whatever you guys want to do at this point. Like, go ahead, just fucking do it. Ban
Have
the
you
porn.
guys let me see if I can pull it up on here. Let's see if it's a news or right now or if it's
Pornhub is
breaking news.
owned by a rabbi. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I did not know that. Why am I shocked? Holy fuck. Why am I shocked? I
Wait, I
shouldn't be.
think let me go to X.
Emily Moyer, what's up, Emily?
Real
Emily
right just said
Moyer, we were just talking
What's
about
up,
you.
girl?
I was
X
wanting
is still the
Emily
one.
Moyer to come in one night whenever she's around or available. I'll just say it here, not to put her on the spot. But I bring it up here all the time and I cannot do it justice. I only like scratch the surface. And it's this philosophy that I just feel like everybody needs to have. And she goes into tennis specifically and how like the elementals of tennis, but also how sitting on the line of the tennis court and watching the ball go back and forth, like if a queen were to do that, she would see almost in we talk about these other realms or portals or timelines, or maybe even, Tesla being like, I can see the past, present, and future at the same time. But like they can almost see into something by the ball going across fast. And the elementals that it's playing on are a whole other different ritual or energetic thing, like alchemical too. But I want her to come on here and geek out with you guys
Yeah.
sometime.
I'd love to listen to her drop some knowledge because she's interesting.
She really is. Emily
Emily
Moyer, what up?
Moyer. Shout out to Emily Moyer. Word salad. I think that's what her thing's called. I was looking up something else. Oh yeah, it was on this computer. I was about to grab my phone. Such an asshole. Okay. That's us. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you guys. And I can get on here now just in case. So if you ever, you know how like videos or something, Layla, if you're talking about something specific, hey, everybody out there who might watch on, and I'm going to try to remember to bring it up on Friday nights too. We need a special hashtag, and Ssgg can't be it. I would want it to be something simple, but that is already attached to other things. It would be cool if we had a
Aw.
hashtag so that something like, you know, Secret Society of Good Guys or Good Guys Chat or whatever, you guys, the chat can decide. But if we have a hashtag, so if people ask questions or have cool videos or stuff they want us to bring
Project
up or
Chaney.
talk about, yeah, or hashtag it Project Chaney, whatever, like have a thing, but then we can find it by the hashtag and pull it up on chat. So even things that you might post on your algorithm, weird things that you're like, oh, I want to talk to the good guys about this
Ooh,
later.
love
You
that.
could post it to have the hashtag, and then I can just go on and pull up the hashtag and we'll be able to run through some stuff.
I like
So.
that. I like that a lot.
So all you weird racists out there that need to say the N-word, you could also do it there. Just kidding.
Dude,
Just
no, I
kidding.
was watching videos today of these kids and they're black and they were like talking all this nonsense about like how they are even racist, even to their own people, and like cracking these jokes and like, what's another way to call it black? I'm like, y'all, like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on with everybody? Like, we are the human race. Fucking get over it. All right. We're the orange color spectrum. All right. Right?
So just in, there was
What?
this thing, and I just thought it was so funny because, you know, there's a massive coronal hole spanning a quarter of the size of the sun's circumference opens, enabling unusual fast solar winds to race toward Earth. See this big black line?
My
Ooh,
motherfucking
is that
ass
an
in their mouth.
egg?
That's what I say to that. All right.
Making
Fucking
solar winds heave toward Earth. Because remember, we're closing in toward the end of the movie. So it's like, okay, the world is erupting. We got storms and fire tornadoes and all this kind of stuff. They have to add to it. And I'm like, is the sun hatching? Like, is it an egg? Is it hatching?
Enlon, the whole nuclear egg, like the egg is back on the fucking timeline all of a sudden.
Dragon.
Yeah. And what movie was that? I forgot what movie. It's an animated movie. It's who played in it, man? It's like that guy. He's wearing black, and he has like this purple face, and it's like he's like a flamey character. Fucking shit. But apparently, at this time, they have it like in their movie, their animated movie. That this time, January 25th, I believe, that all the Titans will like, you know, come
Hercules.
Rise
back
up.
alive. Yeah, and all that. I think it's Hercules.
It's Hercules.
Yeah,
It's
it is
Yeah, because you're talking
Hercules.
about
Yes.
Hades.
Yes, there you go, Hades. So, and they were talking about this time in our time.
Well, Hades, this is an interesting thing back
is
before
wild.
it was associated with Lucifer. It was really just like a different god of the underworld. It wasn't like a so much, and it's weird in like the chaos way that of the movie we always talk about, and then like the Nephilim and the fallen and the giants and all of this stuff. The lowercase gods hated the fucking Titans.
Yeah.
They
Why?
hated the Titans.
Why?
Well, one, it's like even how the Bible is like, don't follow the wandering stars. That was the planets, and the planets are, you know, the lowercase gods, the one named after those. And so we have all this energy on these planets when really should we have them on constellations instead, which is I gander are the Titans. But that's just me looking at the sky and as above, so below.
Huh. I mean, they were real. That we know
we
for
talk
sure.
Leviathan.
Like
you
those things
know,
are real. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Dragons definitely real. Where they are right now, I don't know, but I feel like a lot of these creatures that they say are mythological, they're not. I don't believe that. Dinosaurs, yes, that's mythological. Those didn't
The stuff we have
exist.
evidence for.
Yeah, no.
dinosaurs.
And there were different types of dragons, you know?
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I think well, whatever. I think dragons work in elements. So fire dragon would just be one type of dragon. I think there would have been like electrical. I think there would have been wind. Electrical actually makes more sense to me, that a dragon would be able to harness the energy. Like if you had wool on and you just
Mhm.
move like this, you'd have some kind of energy that if you touched, you'd have an electrical spark.
Yeah.
So I got to think that if some kind of flying thing were in an ionosphere that we know is electric, maybe they could harness something and shoot electricity out of their mouth.
Probably during the whole time with King Arthur
That's the
time.
most little kid statement I've made today.
Well, they kind of taught us this. Well, showed us this. When is it? Like the King Arthur time? What was that time? The medieval times. Okay. And they talked about their armor and how a lot of these armors were conductive. And the whole fire breathing dragon and what you're talking about, I feel like that's the time period when they experienced this, and that's why they had those heavy types of armor, so they can, instead of like, put it this way, in our imagination, when you're shooting that electric current, they could take it and absorb it and shoot it right back. So it's like a protection method, because there's a lot of Tartarian evidence that show these metal armors, these chained armors, whatever they were conductive, and they were able to produce electrical charges and shoot at things with their sword.
I think that too.
Yeah, I
I
found
think
that
that
fascinating.
even all of the conductive metals, I always thought they made way more sense to protect against a spell and energy weapons than they do make sense protecting against just swords and knives, because any ninja with a blade this long could just do one Grampy roll and just slice an Achilles heel and take down the whole entire army of any knighted. What a dumb way of battle if it's not about energy and spells.
Yeah.
And who do you always see? What's the last knight you see? The Knights of the Templar. Who hated the Knights of the Templar? The Catholic Church. Who
Yeah.
was probably with King Arthur, I would say probably the most famous Templar? Joan of Arc. But nobody,
Oh,
or
yeah.
maybe St. George. They're up there though with each other. Pop culture, I feel like Joan's neck and neck with St. George.
Strange. I mean, I don't know. I've had stories of my grandfather, like they're called bull dragons. Like my grandfather killed one in Skopje, Macedonia. This is his story. I haven't seen it. He said he did, but it's not like one of those big, they're like bull dragons. They're like snakes, but they have like a body to them. It's weird. That's what they are.
There's a water dragon in Pyramid Lake, Nevada, and I saw it with my own fucking eyes.
They're real. I don't give a shit. The Chinese zodiac is like proof enough for me. And there's symbology throughout that whole, region.
So going into like a year of the snake, do you think there's like a huge rebirth that happens in every year of the snake regardless?
Yeah,
Like, do you think it's a shedding of the skin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think whatever their zodiac, like their 13th sign, is truer than our zodiac? Just adding the
Well, that would be
13th,
would you just add that, like, the 13th would be a fucus, which is the serpent bearer, right? So kind of the
which would
same
be the
idea.
dragon.
Mhm.
Like, that's interesting.
It's wild.
Well, it's actually, it would be the serpent, and then it would make Scorpio the dragon. Because the Scorpio's 3 stages are scorpion to eagle to phoenix. And I think we
Yeah.
always think of dragon as serpent, but even in the dinosaur argument, maybe dragons need to be thought about a little more like
More like a
phoenix
phoenix.
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then spitting fire would make more sense. And
Yep.
coming from fire, think of how the Khaleesi tried to tell us, like, fire can't hurt a dragon. Well, it could fry a lizard, but it wouldn't hurt a phoenix at all.
No,
So maybe
because they
like we
rise
have,
from the ashes.
yeah, maybe we have our, and if you look at griffins and things like that, or even how the Albanian flag, see, Layla went to go play around with something and knocked herself right offline. That's what happens, you guys. You get her off track and she was probably reading something over there that one of you wrote. And she was like, I have to type back to this right now. Knocked herself right offline. Oh shit. I know. I want her to get back. She was gonna have something good to say.
I know, huh? She's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Something
she'll
like
be
that.
like, you guys, I was fucking talking to you. Let's see.
You already know the routine. Fucking
What happened?
my mic, it just like it turns off, and then I start sounding like you guys sound like a chipmunk on my end. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? I think the wire. I
Did you
think
see
the
why we
mic.
were going online tonight? Did you see that Brittany posted?
No, I didn't.
Neither did I.
I was
Yeah,
working. I
I'm
was
too damn
chefing it up
busy.
today.
I used it like right before we went online, right where I was sitting here when the videos were playing, like the intro songs. I was like, let me go and repost on IG that we're about to go live. And when I did,
I don't see anything.
Brittany, bitch, did she
This
delete it?
the dance? Is she dancing?
Well, I put it in my story too. I just used her story and reposted it that with we're going live.
Oh, her dancing. Yeah.
It's always her dancing. That didn't narrow it down. You're like, is it a video of her dancing? I don't fucking know. It's always
The one
her
that was
In
on
the
your
spinning.
pink
page. Yeah.
dress?
The pink dress.
I wonder how much money, like if you were just an entity of Britney Spears with the views of her spinning in a circle, how much income do you make from Instagram for that feed? Like with her doing nothing else, just that feed. She could make a clean living just reposting
Yeah.
hers.
Dude, maybe
If I
she's
were her, I'd lean into the conspiracy of it. I'd have an all-seeing eye behind me on my next video, and then it would be the most watched video on TikTok of 2025.
maybe
Like she
she's
should lean into the conspiracy
maybe she's cleansing her aura. And she
by
keeps
dancing in a
dancing and
circle.
dancing and doing the whole Olway ritual and like expanding her like physical aura because we all have one. And the way you do that is doing, like release and like doing these hand gestures and mudras to like expand your aura and cleanse it and clear it of any like, frequency attacks or, you know, dose, do the
Well,
do.
like Kabbalah,
Yeah.
like all those ancient mysticisms
Yeah.
that always get attached to certain religions, but it's just like mysticisms that are older than religions.
Yeah, like the Sufis, they'll just spin around in circles and they'll do the hora, and Jews do the hora, Albanians do the hora, the Russians do the hora, everybody does the hora, the Native Americans even do the hora around the fire and they don't even
Who you
know it.
calling a hora?
Oh, hora! We're fucking whores. We're all fucking whores. Let me shut up.
Easy over
Easy
there.
over there,
So
huh?
we're new in the year. We're new in the year.
Listen, I get spicy sometimes. It's the moon.
It's fine. You're allowed to. The full
Yeah.
moon. You guys, one of the cool
Once
things about
I am.
Florida, and maybe it's like this everywhere. I'm just being Florida biased, but I am. Usually in a full moon, it rinses out all the stars. But in Florida, it does this thing where it rinses out all the stars except the stars of the most major constellations or the planets. You can see the planets bright as anything. You can see Orion's belt bright as anything. You can see every constellation clear as day, but it rinses away all of the like splatter stars that make like Wisconsin so beautiful.
Yeah, well, you could also see what's it called, that band of stars where it looks like the sky's cracked? What is that fucking thing called?
Milky Way.
Yeah, the Milky Way galaxy. You could see it like clear as day at certain points at night on the beach. Like, what the first time I seen it, I cried. I was like, that's the fucking Milky Way. Like, it was so beautiful to see it at night.
This is going to be a nerdy question.
You guys need to see northern Nevada in the sky there. Like the amount of stars you see. You see the Milky Way every night.
Yeah.
Like,
The
you
same
see,
way
like,
my Maria chases that night sky. I'm
thousands
still
of them.
chasing
Yeah.
that upstate New York. I remember seeing it like that. It was just like, oh my God, I could touch the stars.
There's a planetary alignment coming up on January 21st.
You guys, that is what I was going to say.
Yeah,
If
there you go. That's
outside
the date.
if you go outside right now And just because it's rinsing away all those other stars, you can only see the major planets. And if you see how it's
That's
like
what I was
we're
looking at
watching a
earlier.
clock,
Yeah.
it's like you can almost see they're all adjusting to come into line. And it's like no matter where you're at, where you live on the horizon, pick the moon and then go in a line, and you will see every planet is starting to come into alignment with the moon in a line on your horizon. It's
That's what
or
they show on
across you.
Hercules. They talk about this on
What?
Hercules, that
The
show. I
planetary alignment,
swear,
yeah,
the
they do.
planetary alignment with the moon and all of them just lining up, and on that day, that's when the Titans come alive.
What about Perseus on all this? What's the Perseid? Like, I wonder where the meteor shower and all of this, because Perseus fights all the Titans.
I don't know. We had the Gemini meteor shower recently, which
Clash
I
of the
thought was weird.
Titans.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. So you're
What?
telling me all this shit, and then let me be a little QAnon nerdy for a second.
January
One of
20th,
the things is
inauguration.
release the Kraken, which is a Titan, and
Oh
then watch
my
the water.
God.
So release the Kraken actually being a Kraken and watching the water. If you've ever watched any movie with the Kraken coming up, or even how they talk about Leviathan, it's like
Dude,
a tsunami.
dude. And it's with the whole inauguration. The next day, boom, Kraken releases. What will that?
You
Wait.
keep saying it's a comet, but we're all looking up. Don't look up.
No,
It's coming out of the ocean. Watch the
they
water.
made a
Here comes
movie.
the fucking Titans.
They made a movie. Don't Look
Godzilla,
Up
bitch.
with Ariana Grande. Don't Look Up. There's a whole ass song. They tell you for a reason.
Oh my gosh. So it's like,
The
oh my gosh,
XRP, the
we're
ripple,
like
the
being
water.
kidding right now. We're like, oh my gosh, is the sun hatching? It ain't the sun, bitch. The sun's warning you that Godzilla is coming.
You know what's interesting? I
The
saw
free
a
other
video.
bondage. Ooh.
You know how they have these little kids who say they prophesy and whatever? There was this little kid who was talking about.
Layla, I want you to know right now, I just had a prophecy. If the Titans come back, and I'm sorry to tell you this right now, but you're going to be at the top of the Empire State Building in the hand of a monkey.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why me?
I don't know. It's just part of your vision I just had
All
for
right.
you.
Very nice.
I'm going to
I'll
be like the little nerdy girl that's like, I think I'm friends with Godzilla. And you're going to be in the hand of a monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just saw your hair spiked up, Chaney, for a second, and I was thinking that you were like conjuring the Marshmallow Man or something.
Oh, I'm Ghostbusters. Okay, I can pull Ghostbuster.
But what I was saying
The
though,
Marshmallow Titan.
it ties to this, whatever the sun cracking or whatever. So there was this kid on TikTok, and his mom was like, I don't know what my kid just said to me, but this is fucking weird. And he's 4 years old. I've never heard my child speak this way. And this is what my child said to me. The child said, the sun spoke to me and it said that it's in pain and that it's hurting and it's slowly dying and it needs help. And she's like, what like what? The sun told you what? And he repeated it like not a joke, not anything, like what the fuck are you talking about? Like the sun. Yeah, the sun needs help. It's in trouble. We need to help the sun. That's what the sun told me. Like speaking to the sun, like looking at the sun. And she's like, what the hell is going on with my child? Either my child, she said, is going insane, or it's actually receiving some kind of message from the sun. Like the sun is feeding it
I know
something,
what
and
she
it got
was.
this.
She let him watch Teletubbies. That's the problem.
I don't
I don't know if you guys
know.
ever saw Teletubbies, but the fucking son with a baby in it and everything, and it speaks baby language the whole fucking time in the show. Like, I'm just joking, but I thought that would
could
go
be a
over
good
better. But
reason.
maybe as a parent.
It was just like, wow, like maybe these kids, these new COVID kids are like something interesting because they keep talking about it. Like these kids who were born in
COVID Kids
2020.
Incorporated.
Uh-huh.
COVID. Looks like we made it. Sorry. My blood just clotted. Oh shit, COVID kids.
God.
I've had friends of mine's kids where one of them told them once they were driving in the car and they said, Mom, I remember when you were my kid and I would change your diapers. And they were like, What in the hell? In another one, I don't remember, but something to the effect of like, I remember when you found me in the woods, and I'm not even mad that you took me from where I was supposed to be. Like, what?
I used to
So
tell
is
these
it
kind
weird?
of stories all the time though, because I told my mom she was not my mom, and I was waiting for my parents to come pick me up. Like I was like, "You're not my real mom. I know it. I'm waiting for my real parents to get here."
Huh.
She's like,
I don't
"I
know.
can
Some of
assure
these
you, I'm
kids
your real
though.
mom. I was there when you were born." I was like, "Oh shit."
Or think about this too, just being born in this hospital system that we're all born in. Think of how many kids for real just whoops get sent to the wrong house.
I was
I
born
was
at home, so I know I
Well,
wasn't,
I
but
know, but that's why I
yeah, but
started the
yeah,
whole statement with
hospitals are
hospitals this
I
freaky.
was traded,
Yeah.
and my mom realized it. She's like, "This is not my baby. Like, where's my baby?" I was almost traded at birth. My mom told me. She's like, "I knew right away that you were not like the baby that they gave me was not mine. Like, I you look like you were a hair like your head was full of hair." I was like, okay. And she complained to the nurse, and the nurse like felt really bad for my mom, so she went and she brought her the real baby, because they used to do things like that in Macedonia. They would switch babies up for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But then that I'm
Changelings.
like, why? Like CPS wanted me. I went through the whole fucking child MK Ultra thing in school. Like, why did they like want me? The modeling agencies wanted me at one point. It's like, but my parents protected me.
Well,
Thank God.
I see how this went. The modeling agencies were looking for you, and I was in gifted classes cheating.
Mhm. Mhm.
The modeling you guys, do you think we were talking about like all the like psyops and stuff of all of the testing and stuff, and we just go through these other things in life thinking there are kind of choices, but do you think there's a psyop almost with like figuring stuff out and puzzle solving and this kind of thing, and then even escape room so they can see that we're into this kind of like clue and like figuring the murder out, and like, ooh, if we leave them little breadcrumbs over here they'll find this out later. But I was watching this movie like Escape Room, and it's like levels to escape rooms that you think you're out of an escape room and you're in another one, and you think you're out of an escape room. It's like a Russian doll, and
Uh-huh.
that's sometimes what I feel like we're in.
Yeah.
Like
A
we're
lot
in
of
Labyrinth
the
this
of life.
time.
That's
collective
what dream hackers call it. The labyrinth
escape
of life.
room, and we're trying to get out of this like Russian doll. And right when you figure it out, you're just like, oh, but the whole entire thing just has one goal in mind. Like the whatever the goal is for you. I don't know. It's bizarre. I was watching that movie Escape Room, and it was
It
really
re-
like I mean, it's a movie, but
it really irritates me though. The fact that we have like these rulers. Like, who the fuck are they? Like, who the fuck made them anything? Like, who the hell do they think they are? Any of them, royalty, presidents, all this, like all their fucking egos. Like, who the fuck gave them authority to do any of this, any type of control?
the
Obviously,
people.
yeah, it always comes back to us. But like, I didn't.
I know it sucks. But you know what I feel like somewhere? Like no other generation before us was able to say some like I don't know, it just feels like something's reverting back to something older than us.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like it might be messy still.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Normally?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. Sorry. It did that
Uh,
thing again, but I'm back.
taxes are the fucking worst.
It's
Taxes are the worst. I
yes.
was reading Brittany Becky Pickle Spears that I'm just like, seriously, why? And here's an easy one. If you can go to a state that doesn't have state taxes and the roads are better than every state that you almost pay like a whole additional year of work. And then they're like, but the fire trucks and the roads. No, I can't.
Stop.
Take away
Stop.
all of the sex crimes and all of the creepiness about Epstein Island. can we just talk about the amount of our tax money that's being siphoned out of our country that's on all those laptops that people talk about too? Like proof of it, proof of
Yeah.
collusion, proof of like payoffs, and it's all
Taxes are
money.
money laundering. That's what it is. That's all.
I know, and then it's like there's proof that Jeffrey Epstein's cohorts won the lottery twice. Then it's like the lottery's all just a payoff system, and we're all paying a voluntary, like a compulsory tax to be like, oh, I hope I win this one day. Like that bitch won it twice. It's not real. It's like magnetic basketballs.
And
It's like
magnetic
the NBA.
footballs,
Mhm.
apparently too. Yeah.
Everyone's that technology would be crazy.
For you men out there, the NFL is not real. It is
Can we
entertainment
address?
sports. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know that
Not
from an
real.
Can we
insider.
address the
Actually,
nation?
no. Laura Hughes, she said in the chat her first grandchild is due at the end of the month, and they want her to take Tdap and flu vax to see the baby. I don't want them. Do you have any advice for me?
Don't do it.
So, like, here's the thing: is that this is what I've noticed with new parents. You do have to set your boundary, and it sucks because if you want to go see the baby like at the hospital and stuff like that, the mother is probably gonna, I don't know if the mother's your daughter or if that's or the son is yours, but generally at first they're gonna be that way, but they're gonna, I would hope, like give them a couple weeks and then they're gonna welcome you. So that would be my thinking, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
I would say this, and it might hurt your feelings for the little bit of time that you miss at the beginning of your grandchild's life, but you just say no
Yeah.
because you're on the right side. You have
Yeah.
the proof. And so it hurts your heart that you have to say no, but it doesn't help any of us to inject poison in ourselves for any purpose.
Nope.
And so I just think you have to say no because you have to be proof to them that maybe she doesn't need to go through another series of the jibby jabs and another series, and maybe somewhere they'll realize that you're right. And
this is what gets me is like it was MMR when like 11 years ago when I was living in California, because I had friends who were like, oh, I have to get an MMR shot so I can see my grandchild because whooping cough is a thing again. So Tdap is tetanus, diphtheria, and I don't know the other two, but anyway, those are not freaking common diseases, and they're not like, I mean, come on, herd immunity, right? So this baby ain't gonna get it from you. Like tetanus, you get that from stepping on rusty nails, don't you? Like
You don't-
essentially,
just think of this
You don't need a
fucking levels
tetanus.
of
and the flu.
brainwashing.
Yeah, the
Like
flu vaccine.
they're going to you
they
and being
pick
like, you
3
have to go
flu
to anyone
strains.
who's going to hold this baby and make sure they're up to date on their shots. Think of
Psychopaths. I'm sorry. No
Bullshit.
offense, but psychopaths.
And they put the fear of like
That's
your
psycho.
baby's gonna die if people are around your baby who don't, yeah, it
Your
pisses
child
me
is
off.
protected, right? I'm pretty
Did
sure
we
they
say the trigger
vaccinated the
word
child.
already? This
We're
is
already
fucking
here.
audience.
We just have to
Yeah.
be careful around it.
Yeah.
We're
Like-
already here.
You're
I
probably
knew it
gonna
was
get
going to
taken down
trigger
now,
us.
but
First thing that happens when a child comes out of the mom, they give them herpes vaccine.
Hepatitis B, vitamin K in their eyes.
It's
crazy.
It's crazy. A brand new born baby. I don't get y'all. Oh, it blows my mind and
It is
boils
the
my
most,
blood.
I can feel my whole entire cackles on my back standing up right now. It
Oh.
makes me so fucking heated that
It really
people
does.
it's not the parents, because a lot of the times they're just like young and they want to do best by,
yeah,
they're being manipulated and brainwashed by the medical
by the
system
medical
to
system, yes.
inject their babies with fucking poison left and right, causing every ailment you can fucking think of. And it is pure evil. And anyone that would collect checks and push that fucking narrative, this doctor worship, this indoctrination worship of fucking doctors, it makes me want to flip tables. So when people always are like, turn the other cheek, turn the other fucking cheek, no, they're poisoning children. Like, no.
But at the same time,
And
the
she's
parents,
getting
because it's
vaccinated
very
while
easy.
she's pregnant.
it's very easy to like study what's in. Okay, I want to give my child the MMR whatever vaccine. Let me see what's inside of it. Okay, just so I know for my own sake. I want to see what I'm putting into my
But that is
child.
our age. That is all of our age. Like most people that are having children are children, like to us. It's like so much of us, like you can only do better when you know better. And it's like so much stuff from everything that we've learned. And they're being inundated with all this other bullshit. It's like they have so many layers of the onion to unpeel that they're like still fucking like, let me show my kid baby Einstein so I can get him addicted to a tablet.
My nephew's
Yeah.
one already. One in a few months. Not the vitamin K, not the HPV, not one single fucking vaccine. And has he ever been sick? Thank God, no. Knock on wood. Not once yet. No,
That's
nothing coming out of his nose. Not congested. No mucus. No fevers. No nothing. Why? Immunity, self immunity.
my
He has a strong
sister
immune system.
is
Point blank.
well,
Period.
yeah, my sister is married into a family that's for generations been First Church of Christian Science. So they follow the teachings of Mary Baker Eddy. They don't go to the doctor. Like, her sister-in-law literally broke her hip and she freaking didn't go to the doctor. She didn't freaking get surgery. She didn't get any kind of casting. She literally just would go in her pool and do her own little um, physical therapy. But none of them, their entire family, none of them has ever had a vaccine. None of them have ever been sick. None of them have ever died. None of them have caught tetanus or
Diabetes.
diphtheria or whooping cough or any of
And
that.
this
They're
is
some of
one
the
of
healthiest people you know.
the one of the downfalls of mRNA is that everybody saw the wolf in it, but everybody doesn't see the fucking wolf in sheep's clothing and all the other 70 plus things they're fucking shoving in their fucking perfect babies. And
Yeah,
everybody's like, oh, we need these things. No. The reason that there's adult shingles is because there's no more chicken pox.
that's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah.
Because you need the
You
viral shedding of
idiots.
being around children with chickenpox to boost up your immune system because you already have the
Like,
chickenpox.
all of them are bad.
The
Ask
Yeah.
the
varicella already
Tuskegee
lives in your
Airmen
body.
about them. Ask the amount of
Yeah,
people with polio. Like, this is the amount of, I already know we're in so much trouble on YouTube. Do make sure you find us on X and
I
on,
know we
but I
screwed
don't give a fuck
ourselves.
because part of me, this is why I'm on this planet. And I will always come back to the battlefield of fucking YouTube so the plebs can fucking find me on the fucking Bill Gates network. But this is one of my callings in life, and I realize it every time it comes up. What is planting a tree that you will never feel the shade of if everybody's too poisoned to lay out underneath it?
Yeah,
Like, stop with this nonsense. And I can't give any weight at all with, well, some of them are okay.
No, none of them.
I can't give
None
any
of
weight. You
them.
need to do more research. You yourself need to actually do more fucking research instead of just being like, let me sit on the fence with this. Because one of the cleverest things I ever heard, the devil owns the fucking fence. So when you're sitting on the fucking fence about something, just know you're sitting with the fucking devil, whatever
Yeah.
that fucking means to you. So
Mhm.
this is how all of those jibby jabby needles and fucking Dr. Fauci push fucking things need to be treated like poison, and all the people that push them and all the agencies that push them need to have nooses for neckties. This is tyranny at the highest fucking level. And I'm so over, like, I can't even pussyfoot around it and let
Yeah.
it even, I can't let anyone walk away and think, well, let rubella and pertussis. No, you
Oh
don't even know what that
no!
is.
Eat
Black
my ass!
plague and fucking smallpox. Get
Oh
out
my
of
god,
here.
a pandemic!
Go
Boo!
spread your fucking smallpox blankets to another fucking tribe. Not around here.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
not around here.
this is what people need to know when they go to the ER. You know that electrical thing that you're signing to agree, whatever, that little
It's a
pad that you
wolf
sign?
moon.
Do
That made
not
my cackles pop up.
Do not sign that shit. Okay, guys? Do not sign that shit because in there, you do not read everything that's in there. In there, they said that you're agreeing to them, you allowing them to vaccinate you with different types of whatever they feel like. So if they feel like you need a special vaccine or they want to give you a vaccine because they're getting paid for it, the jibbity jab, excuse me, let me call it that. Wait, no, didn't we give it a name, a bag?
Balenciaga bag.
the Balenciaga bag. So
Shout out to Bethany
they get
Frankel's
paid.
advice.
Yeah. They get paid to give people the mRNA Balenciaga bag. Okay. So if you sign that thing without reading what's on there, ask them to print it out for you. Whatever they're asking to sign on that electrical pad, say, and I don't want to sign this. I'd rather sign a hard copy because I want to read it. You read it, and I'm telling you, you're gonna see that you're allowing them to to Balenciaga you with all kinds of whatever they want. So if they want to give you the COVID one, they will give it to you just because. Just because. You don't have to say yes to it. So be careful.
Well, that's not the
And
only one that's mRNA anymore, too, right?
They're
I think
all.
that they're
They're
all,
all
yeah.
now. They're all now.
putting it on there. They want to change your DNA at its core. That
What
is
was
the
the
number
last
one thing.
what
They
was the
want you to
last
be
Q
a
post?
genetically modified organism.
Should I read
Because
it for the
just like the
public?
Monsanto crop, they will own your fucking ass too.
I'm gonna read it.
They're breaking your
Just
DNA.
so people understand what the fuck we're talking about, okay? Because some of y'all need a wake up call. The last Q post 4966. What is coded in your DNA? Who put it there? Why? Mankind is repressed. We will be repressed no more. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Information is power. How do you protect your DNA? Question mark. There is a war for your DNA. Protect your DNA. Ascension. Q. Do you see what I'm saying about Q? They make you ask the questions. They ask you to fucking do your own research. Knowledge is power. They give you the little crumbs, and then they ask you a question, so they're asking you a question so you can ask the question to research. Scroll into the Q page, guys. Just
If you're watching right
learn a
now
few
and you have
things.
not already followed our Rumble, you should download the app right now.
Do it. Do it.
Set up an account. Follow
Do it.
Project Chaney.
Do it.
Yeah, I do think, and this is one of the thing, and we're all just lily padding from like little friends, hopping from lily pad to lily pad while some place lets us say it. And it's not that any place lets you say everything, but right now
Yeah.
it does. I do like the resources of information and of intelligent, brilliant people that I can come across on X. And it's almost like because of the post, their correspondence with things, it's not the clickbait, just I'm a reposting site. Yeah, there's those too. But you can follow people if they're like, who's drinking enough water today? If you want to. But I don't know. I'm liking X. It feels like a lot of my friends that got accounts deleted over the years, it feels like we're like communing again. Like, hey, you, and everybody's big upping everybody else. It doesn't feel as competitive as there once was this almost Hollywood fame bottleneck happening to podcasting where you had to go through this certain rung of things. It feels like as Hollywood burns, so does that shatter idea of what fame used to mean. And like, get that out of your head. Get that Medea media out of your head. I don't know. I think truth has a little more weight now, and being able to community fact check is pretty great. Not that everything's perfect,
Yeah.
but right now,
But
I
I
will
feel
take it.
Mark Zuckerberg is trying to suck Donald Trump's dick and get on his good side so he doesn't like lose whatever he has right now because he's in big trouble. He's sucking his
He's
dick
just
so
the
hard.
CIA, though.
But he's still sucking Donald Trump's dick though.
I don't know. The whole thing feels like the new actors playing like the scripts of things that have to step over. It's
He's
just
like
like,
deep throating it hard.
and he's on Joe Rogan, and Dana White is now
Mm.
one of the board members of Facebook or of Meta.
Well, just even going back to the whole TikTok thing, if it's really going to be, listen, this is a loop. This happened already. Like, not just like them threatening to shut down TikTok, but I know at one point they're like, it's going to be shut down in a week. Like, they said this is the date, and then all of a sudden it's not. Like, I don't think it's even going to. I don't care if even TikTok says it. Just watch.
We'll see.
I feel like it's a loop. I know this happened already.
I don't like the road that America's going on. Man, if you guys like communism, go study it a little bit in these different countries in the past and understand what the fuck communism really is. Like, you Americans, seriously, do yourself a favor. Because I know most of you have not like traveled outside of this country to see how some countries actually live life. And it's kind of like, you go to these countries and be like, whoa, God bless America. Like instantly, God bless America. So it's like, learn the history, because we're heading towards a really slippery slope, and communism is not the way. Socialism is not the way. I don't want to be equally poor with all y'all. I want to be equally rich on different levels of rich. Okay. Prosperity on different levels for all of us, not to be equally the same, but equally poor at the same fucking time.
And everyone, X is the same as all the other DARPA things. I'm just letting you know that we're going to get in trouble on YouTube. And so to make sure you follow us on X, it's not a political statement. X isn't paying us to tell you to go over there so it can get all your information and store it into the grok.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
gonna
care.
get a
Ever
strike
go
for
over
this
there. Go
episode.
to
It'll get
Rumble if
taken
you feel
down.
safer on that part of the black cube. Go to Rumble. Whatever place you feel safe. Really, I was just telling you, hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you follow us in other places than YouTube. Because
Because
if we even
Friday
talk about
we will
Fauci and
podcast.
vaccine in
You
the
won't be
same
able to find
sentence.
us if not.
Yeah. It's so funny. You
We'll still
can't
be
say
on.
anything now. Everybody loses their mind. It's like everybody's so fucking angry now. You're like, hey, you guys, nice day out, huh? Well, what's your favorite temperature? This isn't mine. You're like, oh,
Some
Christ
of them
on
like,
crutches.
oh, wow, it's so nice. It's so cold out. I love this weather. I'm like, then why the fuck are you in Florida? Like, I don't like this weather. I don't like this fucking weather. Go up north. I like it so cold. The fuck? No.
Everybody's so crabby.
I
Everything's like a
hate it.
fucking political statement. Everybody, I feel like everything you say, you have to walk on like a tightrope of making sure you pick the right words to not up somebody's politics or religion. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till we get back to the part where we can talk about ideas.
Yeah. Like, as a business owner, like, it's hard. Like, sometimes they'll tell you, like, oh, yeah, I'm a Republican, or yeah, when they say I'm a Republican, I'm like, oh, fuck, I fucking love you. But when they give me that liberal shit, I'm like, yep. I just like nod my head. I don't say anything back, but in my head, I'm like, this fucking bitch is fucking nuts. Oh my fucking God. Like, yo, get the fuck out of my face, in my head. But in reality, I'm like, I do not want to like engage anymore. I just like repel, like stay away, like be gone. Let the power of Christ compel you.
Oh my
A.
gosh. It just feels like we're in a whole different day. And it's like some truths are true today and not true tomorrow. And other truths are pretty universal throughout time. There's
Yep.
and it's up to us to kind of figure these things out as we go. And, I've learned whatever thing, like when you're like a person and you're like, "Ugh, everybody cheats on me. This person's a cheater. That person's a cheater. That person's, oh shit, I'm talking to a
They are.
cheater." Yeah, if they're like, every person's a liar. This person's a liar. This person's a liar. I'm like,
They're
oh
the
shit, I'm
liar.
talking to a liar.
Mhm.
If somebody's like, I don't fucking trust anyone. I don't fucking trust a soul. I trust no one. I'm like, oh shit, don't trust this
You're
person.
not trustworthy. Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to realize is like this mirror that people, I'm not even taking it personal anymore. It's almost like a mirror that people have for the
Yeah.
world is who they are. It's like who they're showing you who they are.
Yeah.
By like
Yeah.
the stuff they like say about their, and even when people are like, oh, all my fucking exes, dirt bags.
Yeah.
You dirtbag. You dirtbag. All
What
your
you
exes
like or hate
dirtbag?
about other people, or is generally what you like or hate about yourself?
That's a good question. Honestly, girl, I don't know if it's gonna drop though. Like, if it'll drop a couple cents. It's not going to drop drastically like to
What are you
$1.
talking about?
XRP. Brittany Pickle Spears is asking because she wants to buy XRP,
Oh,
and
just
I think
FYI on
just
Sundays, if
buy.
you want to talk to somebody in the chat, just tell me so I can pull it up on the bottom so the people at home know what the fuck is going
I'm
on.
talking about, yeah.
Because
Sorry.
yeah, Abbie was just talking about something so different, and you're
Sorry.
like, honestly, girl, I'm talking
My
about
bad.
buying coin, and this
My
has
bad.
nothing to do with.
Anything crypto, I'm like, huh? Yeah, but seriously, I would personally buy now because from what I understand, there's like a big Bitcoin thing happening where a lot of shares are being sold and they're going to be liquidated somewhere to something else. So my suggestion is just buy and just hold it. You know, it is up a little bit. If it goes in the 40s, $2.40, $2.30, buy around that time because I don't think it's going to go lower than that.
I just don't understand how the coin involved with the WEF and Bank of International Settlements should be the coin anyone invests in. I don't think the
What?
lawsuits are over for Ripple and XRP. I think it's like my conspiracy brain with that coin specifically and the links that they have to the WEF are the scariest to me.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
just think that about
participating.
XRP.
I'm participating.
Yeah, I just think there's other coins that are actually decentralized from those exchanges. Like, I just think that one is meant for, like, yeah,
It's water
the
backed.
the
It's water backed.
PK
They're going to be.
earlier.
This is like a currency. It's water. Water is so much. It's water is everything. Water is life. Water is everything. It's Ripple. I am full on believer of this coin going big, like 10%, if that's even a fucking number.
why?
I just
It's
do.
water backed.
But that water is life. Water is everything.
But it's not. How is it water backed?
Well, hold on. Let me find the information on this because people were talking about it. It's like the way that you can mine it will be water backed, like with water and through the dams and through the systems. Like that's what it's going to be run by, like the electrical current through the water
Like
system.
Bitcoin.
That's what they were talking
All
about. Yeah,
energy is like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the amount of power Bitcoin was taking too much
Yeah,
power
Bitcoin
for it.
drinks too much.
Yeah. So this is like water is available everywhere, but it's a life giver. I have to find a clip. It's going to take me forever to find
Unless
it.
you're in Southern California and, then maybe not.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
if you're just real simple trader,
Mhm.
just in a dumb way, Abbie and I were talking about this. Fuck ETH. ETH coin is so heavy and takes so long and it's so weighty and it's so pricey. I just am like,
Hate
this
it.
hated
But
it. That's how I feel
I
about it.
don't
Hate
hate it
it.
because
Hated
I
it with
own
the
it.
L. Hated it. I don't like
I
just
used to
don't
own
hate
it.
it 'cause I own it.
But like it costs so much to trade it. It takes so long. It's stupid. Like it's just almost pointless. It's one that I don't care to have in my wallet.
yeah, I'm going to be honest about what I think about everything, whether I've carried it, traded it, or anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest about it. And I just feel like this coin is weighty as fuck. It takes forever. And no matter what wallet you ever trade it out of, you'll end up with dust of that in there that you can never even afford
Yes.
to trade unless you're
You
like, let
can't
me
do
get
anything with it.
$7 more so I could trade this 40 cents. It's
Yes.
just like,
Listen,
fuck
I
ETH.
don't want to shit on these coins and like give it bad juju. I want to talk about it in the positive light and we are the fates, right? We make the timeline. So the timeline is
don't
XR fucking P is going to the fucking moon and we're all going to be fucking millionaires. That's it. Done.
I feel like I think there's enough currency to go around. However people get it, it's meant to be. I don't feel like I have to like fib or lie by what I actually see going on with things. I don't feel like I have to like be biased about it. Like, oh, these are all weird dealings going on with the Bank of International Settlements? That's crazy. But then it's like, oh, is this reparation coin? Because the Bank of International Settlements doesn't get involved into a country unless reparations are brought up and that they decide on an international level that some group of people is owed money from a greater group of people or a nation. So then it's like in some rebalancing act of a great New World Order digital currency, does the rebalancing act happen that looks like some kind of universal settlement that we're getting paid out in this dollar that is a one world currency? That's really that I'm like, huh, why would the WEF want to be involved? I just sometimes am sus on things. I hope everybody makes all the money all the time. I want them to. But if we were ever in a place too that I felt like me asking this question would cripple Bitcoin, oh my gosh, think of what a powerful spot. But I also have to think, if the United States wants to purchase 2% of a digital currency, are they going to purchase the digital currency that they're the one that made it high by Trump walking into office? All of a sudden, Bitcoin shoots off up to this huge spike. And then Trump's talks about we're going to buy 2% of Bitcoin for like a digital Federal Reserve. They're going to buy it at the high? No. It was 69 on June 9th. It was only 69,000. So it's like they're not going to buy it at a high. Is Bitcoin going to have a little bit of a crash? But then there's a whole bunch of other people that they're like, Bitcoin always kind of has a little up and then a down on Sundays. But also, Bitcoin traders hate a full moon. And so I'm like, oh, look at that. Billionaires follow the stars.
Ever since I saw that the XRP CEO or whatever the fuck his name is or whatever title he has in Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump behind the picture of the ships and the water and all that is like huge symbology to me. And he had a big smile on his face, and they had a really good meeting apparently. And I believe XRP is an American-made coin. So I don't know. I just see a lot of good things with it. Yeah, we all know that something is happening, and it is the Great Reset, and they talk about it, and the WEF actually had this cryptocurrency come along, and then people being integrated with this currency because of the whole biosystems being, implanted into everybody. So yeah, it is like the mark of the beast. And yeah, I'm iffy about who's in it and BlackRock and all these entities. But at the same time, I'm so aware of this. But at the same time, I'm not gonna fucking not invest in it just in case. It's like I invested money. Like I said, invest money that you're not gonna even worry about. Don't invest your whole fucking life savings. Put in like $100, $200. Don't break it, because let's say it does shoot up into Bitcoin numbers. Let's just say it does. I don't know if it will, but let's say it goes to $10,000 a share. Wouldn't you love that extra cash in your pocket? I would, for sure. So that's where I stand with that. Am I like do I love the idea of like crypto being the new centralized,
Well,
currency?
I think talking about
No.
that's one of the downfalls sometimes is talking about crypto all like it's the exact same thing. And
Mhm.
it's not all the
It's not.
exact same thing.
Mm-mm.
Like software on things, backing on things, some are commodity backed, some are commodity based, some so that is what our money, even though credit cards were a thing and banking was a thing and we understood we all have banking apps and people go and they're just like, hey Layla, I'm going to pay you from my bank right now, Wells Fargo send, and you get it at your bank over at American Union or whatever bullshit we're up to. And that is like the same idea of these crypto tradings on micro levels in a
Yeah.
weird way. It's like all of our trading has just become this like micro idea of things. But I think some of the currencies, even in the same way, this is why I think the shitcoin is so interesting to explain all these bigger coins, like in a bigger is like some of them are backed by things, even in the small scale. Some of the smaller coins are backed by like software. Some of the small coins are backed by art. Some of the small coins are just backed because they're a popular thing on the meta. And that's how these big coins are. We're seeing like the fractal version of a bigger thing, that some of these things where XRP has a bent up, if like it's a green candle up, is it's seemingly software. They might have really great software with how
Yeah.
much fuel you'd need from my payment to get to Layla's, which doesn't matter in one payment, but a bazillion payments in a day, all of a sudden, that's a lot of energy. And so then it's like all these where they're like, well, Bitcoin's backed by gold. Is it?
I don't think
Like,
so.
no one knows what Bitcoin's backed
I'm sorry.
by.
I don't think it is, because the numbers don't make sense. Like, look at the price of gold and look at the price of one Bitcoin. It's like night and fucking day. How can that possibly be backed by gold? It's not.
That
It's
is the
fucking
easiest
not.
explanation I ever heard. How is Bitcoin the 7th biggest commodity in the world, and, like, gold is 1st or 2nd commodity
Yeah.
in the world, but Bitcoin's backed by gold?
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, gold would go up every time Bitcoin went up,
Crazy.
and vice versa. It would almost be like their vested pair.
Crazy.
I don't know. It is kind of wild. I think the stock market might start crashing tomorrow because part of their End of Times movie isn't just that Hollywood burns and that there's riots in the street and all this stuff. And it's that there has to be the stock market crash. It's as pivotal as the Twin Towers falling in the movie. It's as
Yeah.
pivotal as that Hollywood sign. It's like a twister by the Space Needle. It's like they have to crash that to try to, because, we're closing in on, we have
Big
8
cities,
days.
y'all. Big cities. All I can tell you, strap up. You want to talk about the purge? Just strap up. That's all I'm telling you guys. Protect your loved ones. That's all I got to say.
I was driving down US 1 in Florida today,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a work truck with a big tank on the back, and it was like spraying something in the side of the road. Could be weed killer, could be bug killer, but it's chilly outside, not a typical normal bug
What the
time.
fuck? Yeah.
It's not rainy, so not a typical normal bug time. So I'm like, it's Sunday, 7:30. Okay, traffic's probably low for them to spray. But now after the California fires and everything, that I think it is arson, but I think it's on levels more than just one dildo with a gas
Yeah.
can. I think
Oh,
it's on
please, it's not
levels of
that.
fucking terrorism that we don't understand for certain things, that it would be so simple to just have what look like the pressure washer tanker trucks just drive and spray gasoline or whatever fuel. And then this is what else too. If somebody put a roadwork sign on the back of their vehicle, no one would question it. The cops would drive by and not even question it, because who do you call? What do I go on Facebook and say, hey, you guys, is there expected road work that's going on in my area today? And so this was something that I was thinking that like, I don't care. The way that everybody's always talking about, they're going to watch us. They're going to watch us. That's how I want to watch them. Every way that you're scared of being watched is how I want to fucking watch and know about
We need to
every
be
bit
watching
of
them
my
like that.
tax dollars.
Yes.
And so I want there to be a spot on X that I can put in my little county in that little road. And it's like, there's going to be spraying from this time to this time. Don't worry. It's just for blank. And I want to know exactly what's in there just for blank. Because is it giving my kids cancer?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Like, so just on the little scale and the big scale of like terrorists, who would I even call to even ask anyone, hey, who's spraying here at this time of night? Why are they
That's
doing
where
it?
you do the Karen Facebook thing. You take a picture and you post it on Facebook, and you're like, "What is going on here? Like, this is not okay.
I
What
need
are
a
they saying?"
haircut, you guys, for some of our costumes that we need to make up, which I did invite Thomas tonight. We did discuss like maybe 2 weeks ago him coming on with the good guys, good girls, and hanging out on a Sunday. Just because we miss him so much, and
It would be
he's been
really
so
good
busy.
girls.
But I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if we all had Karen, like we all came with our best Karen wigs?
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
everybody can picture whatever bitch that's like, can I please speak to your manager?
Yeah.
You
It's
know
always
her.
that bob haircut.
I would do the one that has
With
the perfect
mullet
stripes
almost.
too, where it's like they went to the salon to get streaks put in their hair, but it's only 4.
Uh-huh.
And
oh, the chunks.
yes, and it comes down, and then bangs. Look at here,
Right here.
spiky. It looks
In the
like my
back.
hair
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
This is how the back
like
looks.
Kate plus
Like a
8.
short ass mullet.
It's the backward mullet. It's
Uh-huh.
party in the front, business in the back.
Uh-huh. Fucking
Oh my gosh, but
crazy.
that should be something
Great.
that we definitely do, is we have Karen wigs, and then
Yeah,
we can
Love.
complain all night about stuff that grinds
I
our
did
gears.
get my costume box out of storage, so it's here. Like, of all the things I could have grabbed, I was like, "Oh, I better grab that."
speaking of those terrorists earlier, this terrorist thing happening. Remember that video of that guy when he was crossing the border and he's like, "Oh, who are you? Where are you from?" He's like, "Don't worry, you'll know about me soon." Like crossing the border. So what if that was their whole plan, just to torch the United States up into flames, like the whole fucking smart meter thing and the winds and the fucking wind turbines and the control of the weather and plan just to like reset the United States of America and start building these 15-minute cities and just like in the
That's what they did to
1900s, the whole
Australia.
burning of these
Australia used to be the
beautiful
United States,
yeah.
and then they burnt your whole fucking state to an
Mhm.
oblivion. That's what I think happened.
Warning, well, they're warning Australia now that apocalyptic Los Angeles event could happen in Australia, so already giving them a warning. But they have this like one fucking like, of course they have somewhere to go. They have a fucking desert, if anything. Just there's no trees, nothing to burn there, just fucking sand, rock.
That's how that book Sapiens explains Australia in general, is that our first method of hunting was we just lit shit on fire and then everything ran out of it.
Yep.
And they're like, humans are so dumb, they just light things on fire. And
Sponsored
I'm
by
just like,
George Soros. Absolutely.
I know, but thank goodness he got the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
The same thing.
Thank God for everybody.
And they're already talking about it too, that, oh my gosh, the 2028 Olympics are going to be held in Los Angeles. This is never going to work. We're going to have to spend this money so that we can fucking fix up Los Angeles and make it sure it's the
smart city or 15-minute city or whatever.
I know. It makes me wonder if whatever Trump's planning with the fairs, because he's talking about bringing back the world fairs.
Yeah.
If that's going to be in opposition to this 5 golden rings that we're all under with the Olympics, which they changed the color of the rings over time to make it more exclusivity. So it was the color of the people on the planet.
Really?
Who's green?
I know. I don't know. The green is maybe the land. I remember reading this, but one of them's gold, I think.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't remember. The Olympics always make me go on a thing, because the other thing they did with the Olympics was during lockdowns, they made a whole Olympics go on a whole year later. And you're telling me marketing couldn't afford the money to make all the dates correct? They just kept everybody in the uniforms from the year we missed. And it was like we all had to be on this broken timeline that 50 years from now, if people were looking back, they would think a whole year was missing out of time.
Yeah. But this is how they fuck with us, though,
This
Chaney.
is how they fuck with us. This is Tatarian shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So wild. I don't know what they're going to write in the history
And
books.
Jimmy fucking Carter died on 5 golden rings.
I can't wait. Like when I'm like 20 years from now, I just like grab a kid's textbook.
Oh my gosh. You guys. So the 12 days of Christmas, like we're going through the whole fucking thing of the 12 days of Christmas and even the holly burning, the Hollywood burning. Jimmy Carter is fucking JC.
Oh shit.
I'm like, what is the fucking symbology of Jimmy Carter over and over again? Why do they have to have him on the 5th too? So then you'd have the 5th, which would be the day before Epiphany, 12 Kings Day. Or, I mean, like leading into, so he would be 5th of 5 golden rings, like leading into the whole
yeah,
thing.
with the
Symbolic.
JC, absolutely.
So weird.
Holy shit. How'd that come to you just now?
Because I was just like, why Jimmy Carter with all of this in our fucking 12 days of Christmas spell we've been fucking talking about the whole entire time? Why Jimmy Carter during the 12 days of Christmas spell? And they waited till he was 100.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you think he'd still be alive if he didn't vote for Kamala?
That probably took a lot of energy.
Bit before.
He might have graduated hospice if he didn't. He took all his energy. They wheeled his ass out. Poor Jimmy Carter. We should
They
blame
stopped giving
Kamala
him
for his
the
death.
drugs for a while.
Yo, him being pulled out into the fucking like dying bed to like sit there and like listen to fucking Kamala Harris. You saw him like in his fucking hospital bed. That's like him like half dead carrying the cross kind of symbolically like being there. That's just like
Oh my gosh, they did show us him laying in the bed
yeah,
too.
like
Yes.
half dead. And it's like, poor man, what the fuck? Send him home. Like he doesn't need to be there.
What day was his funeral on? The 10th or 11th?
I don't remember. It was a couple of days ago, but I don't even remember.
The 11th was Friday. That's when we podcasted, or Saturday.
Was that Jimmy Carter's funeral? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Friday. Maybe
Yeah,
Thursday.
so it would be the 10th. The 10th.
So he died
So
on
the
the
9th or the
5th, and
10th.
then they had his funeral on the 10th.
Date funeral was January
I would not
7th.
want to go to that open casket.
Tuesday, January 7th was his funeral. Wait, what time is Jimmy
7th.
Carter's funeral? No, wait, January 9th. Why am I getting two different dates?
Okay, so it was Thursday.
Thank you for doing
On the
research.
One
United
was the
States
real
Navy
funeral.
Memorial, I got January 7th. And then on Fox, I got January 9th.
Maybe the
Well, 'cause
Navy
maybe
had a
a state
memorial
funeral
on
is
the
different.
7th, and then the state funeral was on the 9th. Yeah. Maybe that is the case.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is
Or
the
maybe
case.
your phone is now a magic phone.
No, you are right. You're absolutely right.
Maybe your
7th.
phone is trying to communicate with you, and now you have a magic phone. I know.
Yeah,
If
the 9th
if
was
Summer
the
were in the chat, I would send
funeral.
her a link.
She reposted
If
us
she
on
was supposed to
X.
see this. Well, if she just happened
She
to see
did.
this right now. Sometimes she sends me messages to my phone, but because I try to be a gracious host, I don't have my phone on during the show. So she's better off writing me in here. And then I'll be like, "Oh, look at it, Summer Ann." That's not her middle
Summer
name.
Ann.
I just call everybody Ann or Marie.
What would my middle name be? Because I don't have one.
Layla Ann.
She calls me
Layla
Layla Ann
Ann?
all the time.
Yeah, I call you Layla Ann. That's my
Oh,
southern
yeah,
name.
that's right. Layla Ann.
Abbie Marie.
I always wanted my name to be
What
Marie
would
because
yours be?
Abby was a weird
Chaney?
But
fucking
then,
name.
or it would be like Abigail Lynn.
Yeah, Chaney Lynn.
You have to say it with a southern accent to get the right
Chaney
middle name.
Lynn.
You say Chaney Marie. Like it's almost has the Marie, like where it's like just the natural one that comes with it. Me and my friends went through a phase in college where we talked Southern and we made Southern names. And then we just talked like this for, it felt like maybe 2 solid months. So much so that if you were around us, you would just start talking like this too. And then if you were like, Chaney, give me something out of the kitchen. I didn't answer to Chaney when we were talking Southern, which just happened to be locked for 2 months. And then we had Southern names. And we made Southern sayings and Southern, like, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, girl, that's sharper than a porcupine on Wednesday." Like, it didn't have to make sense. You would just make up crazy things. But it was fun when our guy friends would hang out and we'd be like, "Jim Bob, you have to answer." And we'd just be like, "You have to answer to Jim Bob from here on out." And they'd be like, "Okay, whatever, bitches." Like, I'll play along. That was some of the stupid shit that I kind of missed. It would be so great if, like, in the corporate world or in the work environment, you could just walk into the office and be like, "Y'all, this week we're all talking Southern all week."
Yeah, and you're talking Southern. You know what movie's popping in my head?
What?
Fried green tomatoes.
That's what my Maria
What's
says about me
weird is I
all the
knew you were
time.
gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say fried green tomatoes, but my
Did
head
you
went
know?
to what's it called? With
I
Dolly
love them.
Parton and all them. Like Jane Fonda and all
Jim
them.
Bob. Jim Bob.
Floridians don't
Fonda.
have, some Floridians have a Southern accent, but not as much as like Oklahoma has
Here they
Southern.
have a lot.
Yeah, Okies have southern
Yeah,
accents.
no.
Because you're by
They call it
Alabama and Mississippi. Like, you
they
are
call it the
Florida.
toilet stool. I was like, I've never heard somebody call it a toilet stool before. Like, what the fuck? Like, why won't you just say toilet?
Wait, it's called a toilet what?
Stool. They call it a toilet stool. First thing I learned how to speak in Okie was "come on." Like that's how you say "come on," but like, come on.
Come on, nah. We finish
Don't say
that
the
with nah.
N.
We
Come
say
on.
after. Come on, nah. This is a thing that I've noticed all the kids say about everything, and it makes me and Jules laugh in the inside, or we whisper to each other, and this is such an old person thing to do. Everybody now, they could be like, I could be like, "Layla, will you go on a date with me?" And you're like, "Yeah." I'll say, "Let's fucking go." Or my football team could win. "Let's fucking go." Everybody's "let's fucking go" all the time.
Yeah.
LFG all the time. And Jules and I will be like, "Where are we going?"
That's me on crypto. Let's fucking go.
Pump it, pump
Pump
it.
it. Pump it. Fucking, oh, God.
Psycho, mad lady.
Uh-huh. I am.
Anyways, yeah, it is kind of fun hanging out right before the week starts
Mhm.
with everyone. Like, oh, what's
What
going
do
to
you think's
happen
gonna happen this
this
week?
week in a movie of America? Well, we've been so busy. Sometimes when I'm like trying to predict false flags, I forget about the rest of the world in such a fucking narcissistic American way. And then
Same.
like Beirut fucking implodes on itself, and I'm like, "Oh shit, it was their turn." Like we just had the Los Angeles fires. It was totally their turn. And then I'm like, "Oh shit, what does this mean? We should prepare for a celebrity death." And then it's a school shooting, and I'm like, "Ah, you got me. Totally. It's school shooting on them." It's like
Mhm.
that is the cycle. So I would not be surprised if it's like everything we keep hearing, everything going on in the EU, and the like rape trials with everything being let off of all the people, or they're only serving like 3 years for like rape grooming gangs and all this weird stuff going on. So it's like this stuff's going on. We still have nobody seems to give a fuck about the whole holy war in the Middle East. I haven't heard anything about a red heifer. Remember how everyone was like, "Oh my god,
They're
red
waiting. There's
cows."
the red heifers are
I
being
know, but this is
fought
the whole
around,
thing.
but
It's
Lebanon
like,
has been bombed.
how long does those red heifers stay blemish free? How long do we have to? Oh no, we're gonna have to ship them in from Texas again and make this whole hullabaloo on the news. I hope we can get another random person to put the right person on a coin and then tell everybody that look at this coin with Beyonce on it in the Twin Towers. That's what I want to make. Like a coin that is like, look at this coin. Beyonce and the Hollywood sign burning. I told you, prophecy. I don't know. I just think it's just like such a forced narrative. So then it's like, oh, we haven't heard anything about China. They've been mum's the word. And they've tried too. They've tried like to push out 3 fake, like attach an animal and then the name of something like
Bird
they'll be
flu.
like, yeah, they're like, oh my gosh, duckbill platypus woogie boogie's coming out. And they're just like,
Woogie boogie. I like
yeah, they're
it.
just like, let's put the name of a weird
But
thing and then an
there's
animal.
a trend
Oh shit.
with every
Ostrich
election.
fucking pox.
With every election, there's always like a pandemic, whether it's large scale or small scale. If you look back in history, presidential election, you have some sort of pandemic. From H1N1 to whatever the other fucking ones came out, and then COVID, and then fucking all the rest of them that came out after that. And then what was it? Alpha, Omega. They were naming them all from the
Oh
Greek
my
alphabet.
gosh.
Remember that?
This is such a great idea. You guys, what if you had red heifer burgers? Like that has to be Secret
Like
Society of
Black
Good
Angus
Guys
beef,
merch.
but we have red heifer burgers.
Red heifer burgers, like where we have Secret Society merch that we make, but it's like red heifer on it.
Oh,
We need a little. We need
oh.
a little dive bar, like dive freaking not bar, a dive freaking diner, and just red heifer burgers.
Red heifer
Yeah, like
burgers.
we have Angus Wagyu from red heifers.
Yeah,
Because what are they doing with all the
Mhm.
ones with one blemished hair? We could probably
yeah,
get them at a cost.
serious. Kind
Blemished
of like
red
because
heifer.
there's a.
Blemished red
Have you
heifer
guys
patty.
is like black? There's like Black Angus steakhouses on the
I
West
feel
Coast. I
like
don't know if they're everywhere,
there's
but
something here. There's something with this red heifer thing. I'm sensing our own brew house. I'm feeling red
yeah, I feel
heifer
like it's such
brewery.
a vibe, right?
Yeah, it's such a vibe. I can see red heifers as purse holders, like horns, and then you can just hang your purse
Huh.
on it.
Oh, we have to have some like funny thing too with the udders out since it's a heifer, right? So everyone
Oh,
has
you're
to eat.
so right. We have to have tits out.
Think of the
Oh my
ladies.
gosh, I got it.
Always think
In
of
our
the ladies
bar, we'll
first.
have a circular bar, and in the middle of our circular bar, all
A
of
red
the
heifer?
beer will be on tit taps.
Chat.
So they'll
Oh,
have to
that'd be badass.
squeeze the beer into.
But yeah,
So
Oh
welcome to Red
my
Heifers. Oh my
God.
gosh, you guys, we have barmaids,
Oh
and
my
they
God.
what a
Yo,
milkmaid.
listen. Okay, we need a what's it called?
if we have any Big
market-
Daddy Warbucks out there, we need to
This is our
start
idea, do not
brainstorming
take
an
it.
idea.
It's our idea.
I'm
we
gonna
don't wanna
have my
monetize.
lawyer writing up the papers as we speak.
Okay. It's not your
It's
idea. Ours. Wait, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's so good. We're totally gonna have. I love the idea of smash burgers. Tunnel Mental, you are on our board. You're on our marketing board because I love that idea.
All right.
This is going in the right direction, you guys.
I love it.
Red heifer burgers, and it
It's a great
sounds good
NFT
too.
idea too. You can have different types of heifers.
I was
Like
gonna
a
keep
red
that one
heifer.
in off air
Okay.
until we
Oh,
got
shit.
off
Here's the
air.
thing.
Oh my bad. I'm like,
But
if we're
you
going
guys,
full out, just telling them, our ideas.
realistically speaking, though,
I was gonna be
you-
like, you're
Huh.
gonna start drawing in your sketchbook tonight.
Yes.
but like realistically speaking,
Look at the teacher raised her hand.
no, this is the Okie. I'm an Okie. I want to be heard here. You don't eat heifer though. You eat steer. Like you don't want to eat a freaking dairy cow. Like
Oh,
female cows don't taste good.
okay.
They
We're gonna
taste
have to change up the
horrible.
idea.
No, we can still call it red heifer, but we'll just sell red.
Wait a minute.
What about red
what?
heifer ice cream? Red
All
Or-
heifer.
cows don't
What about
taste the same?
red heifer
Oh,
creamery?
it's an ice cream. Yeah. Okay.
Red heifer
there we go.
creamery, and it's an ice
There we
cream
go.
shop.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Wait a minute. All cows don't taste the same.
Attorney
No.
changed up the paperwork. All of our marketing.
Because you don't eat cow. Because beef isn't cow. Like they are a cow, but like cows are generally like when you're talking about that, like the dairy cows and stuff. Like any female breeding cow that has
We know
teeth
it's
is gonna
Nigel.
taste gross. It
I
doesn't
wasn't gonna
taste right.
dox
They're
you.
not bred for beef. If somebody ever gives you dairy cow, try it. You'll see what I mean. It's not fucking right. It's not the same as like a steak. It's not the same as hamburger. It will
You want
ruin
man
whatever you
meat.
eat.
You
Yes,
don't want
have
some
to have
old soft woman meat.
like
Damn, they're killing off the
bull
male
meat, but
species
bulls like steers
nothing.
have their balls cut off. So
Holy
that's
moly.
but yeah, you eat male cows.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. We have praying mantises who like chop the heads off their mates.
So are
We
you
have the
feeling
cow-
red heifer creamery and doing an ice cream shop instead, Layla? Can we take a hard off of the hand? It'd probably be
I'm
easier,
down, whatever
honestly, for
y'all
us
wanna
to get
do.
licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably easier for us to get licensing red heifer creamery because doing hot food, but doing ice cream seems so much easier.
It is easier.
Yeah. We can
And
put
it's
together
happy.
some
easier.
flavors. I'm
Mhm.
feeling this. I feel like
Mhm.
red and all of our people can have aprons.
That'd be so
We should
funny.
make sweaters with whatever they're fucking called.
Yeah, they have to wear them where they're like, oh my God, I hate wearing the heifer belly.
Why the
But then
fuck
there's all
not?
these pictures of people, like it goes viral where people have the teat in their mouth. That's kind of gay. Isn't it weird how cow boobs are kind of gay? Like if you,
Yeah.
it's so phallic.
Like
Cow tits are so phallic.
They are.
like a penis, like a limp penis. Like you're squeezing on a limp penis. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it
like
feels
putting
like.
dough into a toaster.
Like a squishy penis.
Oh my gosh, that is a funny put down for a soft dick. Like, get that udder out of here.
Yeah. Oh God! I mean, it's kind of true. The fucking
is.
what
Like,
comes
are
out
you
of it is
fucking
pretty
doing
milky
in
to me.
that? Yeah, get that fucking useless udder out of here.
Yo, that's fucking crazy. I love it.
Oh my shit. That's Red Heifer Creamery. No useless udders.
An uncircumcised udder.
That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. We just figured out the world's problems.
Yo, we're fucking-
Somewhere it feels like something happened, but it
So-
yeah.
so shy.
And then
I
where
love
my
it.
head also tried to go, I was like, no brain. That's gross. What else is going on in the world before we skedaddle? I guess it's a short show, unless you guys have shit you want to
Israel
talk about.
bombed Lebanon today. Civilians in a civilian town just bombed them. Why?
Do you
I don't
think
know.
the Beirut bombing was actually something different than because didn't they try to tell us, oh, it was a fireworks
Yeah,
factory?
they said it was fireworks, but I don't
But
believe
that
that.
bomb was like an implosion.
That
Like I
was
never seen
nuclear.
nothing like it in my lifetime.
That was nuclear.
That was something. I don't know if I believe in nuclear weapons, but
Not
whatever
like
the next
nuclear
big
bomb,
thing
but like
is,
it was a
boom, like a
huge boom.
whatever the weapon is I believe in, it was that. Like
Yeah.
it was not a firework factory.
It made a fucking crater. It
Yeah,
made
that
a
was crazy.
crater. It's wild. Oh my god, how many people died? Hundreds of people? That was the Mossad. That's all I'm saying.
Mossad.
The Mossad. Mossad.
I know. Now I want like, what does that mean?
I don't know. Let me fucking go down this rabbit hole right now. Huh. What the fuck?
I want to separate this.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I know I wanted to do something too.
Huh. Institution. That's what it means. Institution. Literally means institute.
Sorry, y'all. I saw a stupid post on Twitter and it was like, white people, you need to stop saying y'all. It's called cultural appropriation. And I was like, that is literally my Southern. And I will never stop saying it. Stop with the cultural appropriation stuff. Everybody.
How
Stop.
about people just let people just be who they want to be, and if you don't like them, just stay away from them, and that's it.
I just am like
this whole
let 'em-
control. Everyone wants some kind of control in some kind of form in one way or another, and what you speak, what you wear, what you dress, what you look like. It's just like control all over the place, and it's fucking annoying, honestly. Everyone wants control in some way, shape, or form. Everybody, me, you, we like to control some part of our lives or some kind of thing.
I feel in control.
It's always all a game. You get it, guys? It's a game. You control things. We all control something. It's all a fucking game.
Controller.
Mm-hmm.
Ready Player One.
You push the buttons. You make the choice. You're saying
Ready
to jump.
Player One.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I
a
love that
game.
movie. I can
Which one?
watch it. Ready Player One. I watch it so frequently.
Get the audiobook. It is fire. Like I
gotta
read
watch
the
it
book,
again.
but I mean, get the audiobook.
I
So that way you
probably
can do it while
should
you're
because
doing
a lot
things.
of the times with movies, I don't watch them. I listen to most of the movies that I take in anyway. So maybe I should try the audiobook. I was about to be a
That's-
contrarian against why I didn't want the audiobook, and then I was like, nope, it might work better for me.
I love
That's-
audiobooks better than
I do too.
watching things. Like, because my imagination works better that way. I get to like create pictures in my mind.
And I don't have to sit down and read the book. I can like, do whatever I need to do. If I need to drive or wash dishes or whatever.
Sometimes I
So,
like to have the book while I'm listening
Yeah.
to, just for like
Oh,
my
me
own
too.
sake. Yeah,
Yep.
when I can, but if I can't, I'm just listening. So what do you think's gonna happen this week, guys? Anything cool? Anything fucking fuckery? Any kind of fuckery you
What?
think's gonna happen?
Lebanon, you said that Israel just bombed?
Yeah, today or like early last night or early in the morning. It was big. Something big is coming. Yeah, get your Bitcoin. Get your Bitcoin. Just saying.
Yeah.
And hold it.
I don't know what this week will be. It'll be interesting. What did you see all the which this kind of is like seems a little like it just kind of makes sense to me a little bit that all of the drones are actually attached to all of the explosions we've been seeing. And like for whatever reason, the drones are looking for these certain people
Mm-hmm.
maybe without trying to cause mass panic, maybe certain phones or pagers or beepers or something, Mossad pagers.
Well,
Like,
that's what our smart meters are.
I mean, everything is a tracking device. So they were saying like drones flying at night doesn't really make any sense for them to be looking on something, because unless they all, even if they all had night vision, it wouldn't be that clear. But they're probably looking for something different than we're picturing seeing with these eyeballs. They're probably tracking different things.
Did you see the video of this drone that fell on a car in one of these cities?
No.
And
Tell
how it
me.
looks? Fucking wild. Let me see if I have the video. I think I have it on my story on Instagram. But this thing looks like a cartoon, like how they have wires with like a little ball on it, like almost like the Jetsons kind of shape. It's so weird. Yeah, there we go. It's on my story if you want to pull it up on Instagram. It's like I can't show it on.
I have the X hooked up to this search engine, but I don't have the
Wait, you'll see
Instagram
it.
yet.
Oh, kind of. Oh, wait, hold on. They're going to show it's somewhere there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if I go close up, it's like on a car, and it landed on a car, and it's like this fucking. Where'd it go?
Hey, look, the police just now showing up, y'all. I'm telling you, this is real shit. This ain't no bullshit. This really fucking happened, y'all.
Hold on, watch.
The police just fucking showing up.
It's right on that car.
I'm lying. I ain't fucking lying. This is serious.
Hold on, Layla. I can make you big too.
Oh yeah.
Look, I can make you big. Boom.
Oh shit.
It's right on the car.
12 is just coming down around the corner here.
Hold on.
Look. Shit, this ain't
See it?
no
There you
This
go.
wasn't set on there. This wasn't just set up on the thing, man. Y'all let this go live, man. Let this go viral. Let this go viral, y'all.
Damn, that's big.
Yeah. And it has like these bars on it with these like little balls, and it's like it's shaped in like a I don't know, a 12-sided like sphere almost, but it has sides on it, so it kind of makes a sphere, almost like a disco ball, but like with 12 sides on it. It's pretty sick. It's government, guys. It's the fucking government. All right, don't fucking get scared. Your government doesn't love you. Your government doesn't give a fuck about you. Just so you know, they will mind fuck you and inject you and make you a lifelong customer and make you go mental and dementia and all those other fucking things. Make you lose your mind. Is it like copper? I don't know.
I know I can't find it on newsreels yet, but that don't mean shit. I was just trying to see if I could find a picture of it anywhere else, but that don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean nothing. Let me look. Maybe there's something I can find on X.
Tim in the chat said the spotlight from the Truman Show. No shit.
Okay.
I live like 15 minutes away from where they recorded the Truman Show. And I still haven't gone to go see it.
You mean Matt Gates' house he grew up in?
Oh, wow. Is that his house?
Yeah. Matt Gates,
wow.
the politician of Florida, grew up in the house from the
Really?
Truman Show. Yeah, not
Get
to be
the
Truman Show about
fuck
it.
out of here.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's where I'm like,
crazy.
what kind of simulation are we in?
Seriously.
Starship Troops was my favorite movie when I was a teenager. And isn't it ironic that Elon Musk built the largest rocket up to date and it's called Starship? And I had the coin and I sold it and it went up, motherfucker. And I sold it.
Man, we out here. We got a UAP
Yeah,
that
there we
fell out
go.
of the sky. That's from Canada, y'all. This is This is Canadian origin. Huh? It's the UAP, man. This is it. It just fell out of the sky. This is serious shit right here, man.
That cannot
This
be
ain't no
real.
bullshit, man. This is only in Boston. Only in Boston do you get a UAP and a fucking ticket, bro.
There you go.
Look at this, man. This shit just fell from the sky, bro.
That cannot be real.
Y'all stay on point, man. They out here lurking. They watching us.
Canadian Space Agency, and it's a like
China?
Is that mocking something?
Well, listen, how much land did Canada allow for the Chinese government and the Chinese troops to train in Canada? How many? By the hundreds of thousands, baby. Don't forget. They could label anything Canada because it came from Canada, but who's probably using it? China. China. China.
Made in
And-
Canada with all Chinese parts, you mean?
I don't know if that
Canadians-
video is real or not, but it's just ironic that it's just there in the middle of the fucking road and everybody's recording it.
Here's my question, legit. They got all this drone technology and they can't scoop up some fucking water and put these fires out?
They don't want to.
Like,
Seriously,
but I know,
yeah.
but I'm just like in life, there's
Mm.
actual where people are
Get
like,
water
oh,
from the
fucking
ocean.
drones. Or imagine
Why
like
can't-
back when all the hurricanes happened to like North Carolina and Kentucky and all these places, they could have had drones drop in supplies where they were talking about, here's all these places we can't get, you know.
We don't even need water or any of those things. All you need is sound frequency to turn fucking fire off. It's so
Well,
simple. There's
why do I gotta use
frequencies that you
fresh
can.
water anyway if you're in Malibu? Like, it is a freaking beach community, right? Why couldn't they fucking
Yeah,
pump
but
in ocean water?
You
They
don't
say they
need
salt the
water.
earth. Like
don't
salt
need
But
it
it's like,
so you
it's
can't
on
grow
fire,
it.
so come on.
You have
Like-
all these planes and all these type of aircrafts, these drones, and you just shoot frequencies on top of these fires and they'll turn off in a split second. Like that.
Look
Like that.
Look at
They just don't
that
wanna do
drone
it.
was art.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where everything like if you can't find it in other places or if it's all just coming kind of from one site, it's like, I don't know. That's where I'm like, is that fucking real? But I don't know anymore because some of the stuff that every single news station is saying, look at this fucking World War III, look at this bombed hospital, look at this baby in an incubator. It's all fake too. So I don't fucking
Yeah.
half of the things I'm like, even my eyeballs, I'm like, I don't even know. Is that real? I just was like, that
Yeah,
looks like a
even your eyes will
shitty
lie to you.
like 1960s Disney version of a UFO. Like that is the worst drone. It doesn't even make logical sense to me that it, like there was nothing that would make it like hover. I don't know, but I didn't. It could still be 100% real. And they're like, we got to cover it up. Let's call it an art display. Put Marina
idea.
Abramovich by it.
But if you go on the Engrossa Lockwood website, and you highlight the first page, on the very bottom, there's a link on there. And when you click on that link, it gives you all the information about the drones and where they were built, which company built them, like which country built them, like all these links of these different agencies that create drones. So it's pretty much telling you, hey, the government, Germany, this and that. It brings back all the history of like all the technology from Nazi Germany and their technology, and they all look like alien technology, but they created it. So it's
I
all
believe there's
propaganda.
a fucking frequency that just makes fire like oxygenless or whatever. It's like,
That's what I was just saying.
no, yeah, I was going back to that. I was repeating what you were saying.
Yeah, it's like a
I
instantly.
was reiterating it to get you back on that. I was
No.
gonna say, like, I believe it because there's frequencies to like make people shit their pants.
Yeah.
The brand note.
Yeah.
So I just believe there's frequencies for everything.
When I
And-
saw it, I was like, what the fuck? That was like
Remember how
magical.
you were talking about Lucille Ball and how she could hear Russian submarines coming
Yeah.
through her teeth? And so really there was other people that were like, Lucille Ball was part of the commie red like scare in Hollywood for a period of time.
Ooh.
And her getting spy stuff through her teeth, if you look at that, the road that she was that she got it on is that whole stretch of fire. It's like that whole, like she was driving in the Pacific Palisades, like right there in Malibu, and it's like they say there was a Russian sub right off the coast of California, and so she was hearing the radio transmissions in her fillings.
That's wild.
But I just think the stuff going on in California and the business dealings between the Pelosi's and the Newsoms, and that has been going on. I would argue that I think Area 51 was probably little Chinese technology back then, and they didn't want to cause panic. I think when your grandparents were like, "Where are you digging, China?" I think it's because China was here before we were, 1,000 years before we were. I think, yeah, I think the concept of everywhere where there's a little Chinatown, that should let you know. And I probably think that Japan was completely set up in World War II just so that the United States would drop bombs on it and then land its plane in China and shake hands and collect whatever money that it needed to, and job well done.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
I just think China is this thing. I know we like to talk, everybody's like, but Israel, I think that too. I think there's more than just like, hey, these are good things and these are bad things. I think there's a whole bunch of different mafia factions that are just like you were talking about control. It's like, who knows? It could all be the fallen. It could be the Nephilim, and maybe 7 of them. Maybe there's 7 of them, and they're all just vying for control. And sometimes they get together, and sometimes they're all separate, and sometimes, but eventually they all get in the way because they all think of themselves as gods. And
Yeah.
so, in that way, like it makes me wonder, like the Prince song, like all 7, and we'll watch them fall. You know, like I wonder sometimes if even the chimes in that, like ching ching, you're like clearing energy of a space. And
What if it's like the empires? Like we're still under the Roman Empire and then the Chinese dynasty. What if that's still fucking happening and they're just trying to conquer the West now? Like they're trying to get their hands on this area. So it's like everywhere, like Israel, like that's their own like empire with the Israeli empire. Now they created their own empire. Then you have your Roman Empire. Then you have the Chinese dynasty. What if that's still fucking happening and we're not really paying attention to that because we think that it doesn't exist, but it actually does. We're still under the Vatican rule.
I think that I think that all these things are almost like you were saying, like listing them off. It almost makes me wonder, like the Vatican is one, Israel is one, China is one, the House of Saud is one. Like almost like
EU is
like
one.
if you could list them off, would you be like, huh, these are 7 of them? And then I even wonder sometimes where like the Vikings, where people always say Viking, 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 it's a VI Kings. So it makes me wonder if you're saying 6 kings. Are you saying 6 kings instead of Vikings? So in this Roman rule type way of everything, like the symbols all just becoming a mishmash of letters become numbers, and then we rinse away. And like it makes me even the continents, or even how they're like, oh, the 7 sisters, the Pleiades galaxy, the 7 sisters. So you have seas, and then all of the, pirates wouldn't sail the 7 seas if, the Pleiades was showing. Or maybe it's the opposite. If she wasn't showing, they wouldn't go out. But I think when the 7 sisters were out, you stayed off the oceans.
I don't know. It's just wild. It's just wild. Like the whole idea of like Zionism, the person
we was Vikings.
We was Vikings.
That is so funny.
The Kangs.
That's meta as fuck. We was Vikings. You already saw the picture in your brain. Yeah. Because also with Greenland, everything going on with Greenland, where it's like all Nordic and Viking, and that's the whole metaverse right now, as people are putting up pictures of Trump. Like, I'm gonna take over Greenland. I wonder how many. I have to look this up right now since I have a smart box in front of me and I always forget.
Greenland is where little Baron Trump got out of under the inner Earth. Okay, when he got out, it was in Greenland. Okay, when he got out, he was in Greenland. So one of the portals are in Greenland, and I think that's why it's all connected. And the cave or the well which Baron Trump went down is in fucking Russia. And today in Russia they have this fucking huge entrance of this cave. It's one of the largest caves in the planet, and it looks like it's all hand carved, like cubic structures, like huge giant like carved structures, and it's not like natural made. So I am convinced they're trying to tell us something with
Huh.
that little Baron Trump book. I'm telling
Here's a more
you.
interesting thing is that Greenland is in the Kingdom of Denmark. And so if we look at the Kingdom of Denmark flag, that is the opposite of the St. George flag. Like it's the opposite of Georgia. So if you look at the country of Georgia's flag or Red Cross symbology, also Swedish symbology, Swiss banks and Red Cross. We talk about the Red Crescent a lot and things like that. But in a way, that's kind of think mirror. If you think of a flag that goes directly against this flag is the Florida flag. Like in the royal coat of arms. I have to click on this creepy little design. Yes, we will be looking at this creepy little fagalicious design up close. Thank you very much.
What the fuck?
Dude, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like Trump's crest has the 3 dragons, 2 dragons.
Let me see. Trump crest? Trump family
the
crest?
Trump family crest. Let's see. Because I'm like, is it the Trump family crest that I'm thinking of, or is it the Mar-a-Lago?
I think it has 3, but not like that. They're like, oh,
Set
it's
up
lions.
different.
It's lions.
Yeah, it's just 3 lions on it.
Well, kind of like half lion, half, I don't know, because it only has 2 front paws and no legs, and it has just a tail. If you look at Trump's crest.
Yeah.
They look like lions, but they have like a tail, no legs, just paws.
Like their paws up. Oh my gosh, they're lions that are kikiing. Kiki! Sorry. That is so gay. It's my favorite girly girl thing is that girls, when they show each other their nails, they kiki.
Dragons.
Let's go back
Are
to
they
the
dragons or
fagalicious
lions?
family
What
crest.
the fuck are they?
I want to look at Denmark again. So, yeah, and all the hearts around it. And I think it's also interesting that polar bear, because polar bears are only in the North Pole. And, we always talk about Rupa Negro and stuff like that.
Sorry. On Trump's crest, there's a hand on top of the crest with a square bangle holding a sphere. A spear. The tip of the spear is literally on top of fucking Trump's crest with a hand and a square
I'm
fucking
pulling
bangle.
it up right now.
Dude.
I'm replacing it. We're going back to Trump's crest, everyone.
I never saw that before until this very fucking moment.
Boom.
Look at it. A square hand holding
this
the
square. I could be wrong, but that is very
wood.
Masonic.
It's wood too. It's made of wood. What I'm looking at.
Huh.
That's such a strange.
And this is very military. Like to have the chevrons going like that.
Oh, yeah.
What would that if you were in the military, what would a double chevron? What would be your rank?
Well, I don't know. In the Navy, the double chevron would be a petty officer 2nd class, but our chevrons go the opposite direction.
A double chevron
unless you
can have
reach.
multiple meanings.
So E5 generally, but
quotation.
I don't know about the other branches.
Chevrons are often used on badges or insignia by military law enforcement to indicate rank or, okay, we know that. Road signs, symbol of unity. Can point upwards to represent unity and togetherness, or downward to represent burial. So his represents a unity and togetherness.
Huh. Because I feel like, no, he just has the Trump crest on it. I was like, I felt like Mar-a-Lago had its own crest.
For corporal.
But maybe he just has like a different kind of Trump logo on each one of his properties. And then maybe changes a little bit of the signia, but overall it's the same one. See how the squares around it
Yeah.
with the hand going through the square?
Yeah.
That feels time travel-y to me. I don't know. Oh, shit. And what are all these things? Are they fleur-de-lis? What are all these things around it? I wonder.
I don't know. We gotta
There's a lot of
decipher
them.
this. Because every single thing on there is symbolic. Every single fucking curve.
I like family crests a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very interesting. I think it's
This world is
interesting.
interesting.
Let's have a kiki. Let's have a kiki and talk about family crests. Maybe one day. Oh, well, you guys already get your nails done and stuff. I never do, but maybe one day I'll have Lee press-ons and come on and kiki. I don't know. It's so
Leave press-ons.
interesting. I know. Well, what are they called? And Lee doesn't
They
do
were.
press-ons anymore. She's
I
dead.
know. I guess so.
It was a man. We find out Lee was a man. It's like Victoria's Secret is really just that Les Wexner likes to touch children.
Oh my god.
I mean, Pizzagate is real. I think we can say that without getting in trouble for medical misinformation on YouTube. Pizzagate is real, and the
Yes.
Pizzagate shooter being killed and the CIA tightening up their loose ends, because that was really one of the big demonizations about not even being able to look into Q anymore, is that came out. And then right afterward, there was a QAnon in a van on the Hoover Dam, and he was going to blow it up. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
And so those two things happened really quick together. So then it was like, that's dangerous and cult. Don't look into that.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I wonder what happened to the dam with the bomb. Let's see. QAnon dam bomber.
Oh yeah, where is he now?
It just pulled up
Where
the
did you
Nashville
come
bomber.
from? Where did you go? Where did you
Oh,
come
that was a
from?
whole different false flag. It just
Gotcha.
pulled up the Nashville bombing.
Uh,
Remember, because that one happened on
Whoops.
Christmas Day.
Which one was the QAnon then?
That was a whole different one that happened on the bridge, because he never blew up the bomb. He was
Oh,
just
yeah.
wanting the news media to know he was an anon.
You see, like psyop after psyop, you start to forget them. I think they do that on purpose sometimes. You know, false flag after false flag,
Yeah.
you can't keep up anymore, and then you start to forget them, and you're like, holy shit. I do remember that.
There are so many, and school shootings, and you'll be talking about a different school shooting than somebody else is talking about. Like, oh shit, I thought you were talking about Texas. No, I was talking about Columbine. Like, oh, I thought you were talking about Parkland. Oh, that's not the same kid that shot up Parkland that with that Sandy Hook. No, that's not the same kid.
Nope.
Mm,
And who was that kid
that was
who?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Wait, who was that kid that looked like one of those
That's
shooters?
the guy from Parkland, that little fucking actor kid.
Yeah.
Who he looks just like the shooter, Adam Lanza from Sandy Hook, but it looks
Yeah.
like they stretched his face.
It's
They
like
did
he
him
wanted
so
to
dirty
take
as an
guns
agent.
away. Wasn't he like pushing for that, like to remove guns
And
like
he was on like some beach cleanup video from like California, like a few years before.
fucking fag bag.
He is
God.
such a fag bag, and he wasn't even at Parkland or at the school that day. He ran down there to like not
Eye roll.
because people were like, no, there was military people in our school hallways.
Was there really?
That's what everybody with all these school shootings that they seem to say. And then people are like, huh, no, it was this one little skinny kid and he was carrying an arsenal. And everybody's like, no, there was people in fatigues. That's what every single one of these school shootings, whether it was the
School
San
shootings,
Bernardino,
mosque shootings, church shootings, whatever the fucking shooting is, there's some government help involved in there.
Like
They
the
want your
biggest
guns.
shooting.
They want your guns. Point
the
blank.
fake Christmas tree
period.
bombing in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not your guns, I think it's interesting that fireworks, if you look at a place that usually can't have fireworks, they're also not allowed to have guns.
Uh-huh.
It's like hand in hand because gunpowder.
But New York don't give a fuck, so they'll go ahead and use it anyway.
New York, what's going
Yeah.
on?
New York is just New York
New
shitty is
York's
just
got
New
it
York
coming.
shitty, man.
If where people are like, California, this is because gay people work or whatever. If the things that California are up to, if it really is the Mashiach coming back and really lighting the sinners on fire, New York, oh, New York. I just feel
Big
like
trouble.
huge.
Huge.
You better buy
Big.
a horse and a diamond or something.
Big.
So I don't know. I just
I'm so out of it today.
no, it was good.
I am
It was
too.
fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, it's always fun. I love doing
It's
this.
always fun. It's
Mhm.
the chat is a May,
Always.
as always. The
And I
best
get
chat. James
distracted
Fogg.
all the time watching the
Thanks,
chat and
Bri.
reading because I can't multitask and listen and read at the same time, apparently. Unless it's the audiobook and the book and it's the same shit. But if it's like two different conversations, my brain can't.
It's good. I don't mind on Sundays to be able to like, especially any questions that you guys have or any like I feel like you kind of our audience sets the theme of the show a lot of the
Yeah.
times. Like I have a
Yeah.
couple of loose notes and you guys have a couple of loose notes, but really whatever's going on and whatever's happening with them. I mean, literally Riggs has gotten us off into anal for an hour on accident.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
on accident. That's what they all say. It was just an accident.
And I think that's what made me
He was
buy.
helping.
I think that's what made me
Like,
buy
yes.
butthole coin.
Was
And
Riggs.
yeah, because of him. And then I bought it and then I sold it because I got tired of it. And then I fucking made a mistake by selling it.
So yeah,
I invested
for the over 200 people wherever you're finding us right now, we appreciate you. We love you.
you.
If you feel like hitting the thumbs up on the way out and find us everywhere, because I'm almost like, ooh, I hope that's the one shitty part too. We have to figure out. So do also go to the Project Chaney Telegram group. So all the people in the chat that find each other and love each other, you guys have a place you can find each other if we're not here, which
Yep.
is just as important. So use us so a way you guys can find each other and maybe in real life sometimes in the good way, not in the creepy stalker way. But we don't have to black pill right at the end of the show and talk about
Yeah,
that.
we don't black pill here. Mm-mm.
I love you guys so much. And we will see you Friday with our Thomas back. Don't be
Yay.
jealous,
Yay.
lady. Okay. So Gossip Girl. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing who our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing who our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.